Let's now have a look at some examples involving distance, speed and time. And we'll look at two examples. So question 1, a person drove from Sydney to Melbourne, a distance of 880 kilometres in 11 hours. So calculate the average speed of the journey, okay? And we're going to calculate the average speed of the journey in kilometres per hour, since they're the units that were given originally, okay? Now, we can use the triangle, okay, the distance, speed, time triangle, okay, remember, in alphabetical order, okay? And what are we trying to find? We're trying to find the average speed. So again, if you cover the S, okay, so cover the S, you have D over T. All right, so again, that's a good way to remember that. Okay, so cover the S, D over T. So S is equal to distance over time. Okay, so S is equal to, now the distance covered is 880 kilometres. Okay, over the time taken, which is 11 hours. Okay, so if you divide those two numbers together, you get 80. Okay, you might know how to divide that without using a calculator, which is fine, but I'm just showing you what you'd need to enter. Okay, so therefore speed is equal to 80 kilometers per hour on average. Now, of course, the car would have stopped and started, and you know, they might have pulled over for a bit for a rest. For that person would have, you know, for example, so the speed might have, the speed limits might have varied along the way as well, but we're just saying on average the car had travelled 80 kilometers an hour. Okay, let's have a look at example number 2. Okay, so example number 2, a person is jogging at an average speed of 9 kilometers per hour. How long would it take that person to jog 2 kilometers? Correct to the nearest minute. Okay, let's use our triangle. Okay, so I might just draw the triangle here. Okay, D, S, T. Okay, and multiplication symbol there. So I've just drawn it fairly small. Okay, so just to maximize the amount of room I've got here. All right, so what are we trying to find? How long would it take that person to jog 2 kilometers? So we're trying to find time. Okay, correct to the nearest minute. So that gives us a clue. So if you cover the time, right, so if you cover the T, okay, you have D over S. Okay, so time is equal to distance over speed. Okay, time is equal to, now the distance that we want is, or the distance that we're given is 2 kilometers over the speed, which is 9 kilometers per hour. Okay, and that gives us, right, T is equal to 2 divided by 9, and we get 0.22. Now we want that to the nearest minute. Okay, so we need to press this key here. So that's 0.22222 of an hour. Okay, so converting that to minutes, okay, that's actually 13 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay, so remember this key here. Okay, if you haven't seen that before, this key here with a little degree symbol and some apostrophes there. Okay, if you press it again, it takes you back to decimal. Press it one more time. The first number is hours, that's minutes, and that's seconds. Okay, at the end. Sorry if you see if you can just increase the brightness a little bit there. Yep, you can see that a bit better hopefully. Okay, so that's equal to 13 minutes 20 seconds, but we want it to the nearest minute, so it's just equal to 13 minutes. Okay, so it'll take this jogger around 13 minutes to cover 2 kilometers. Okay, part B, how many meters is the person traveling every second? Okay, so this one's kind of telling us to sort of convert this kilometers per hour into meters per second. Okay, so every hour the jogger is covering 9 kilometers. So we need to be thinking now about how to convert kilometers to meters, hours to seconds. Okay, so the jogger is covering, okay, 9,000 meters. Okay, now instead of hours, how many seconds are there in 1 hour? Okay, how many minutes are there in an hour first of all? So we'll do the conversion here. Okay, so that's 9,000 meters for 1 hour. Okay, which is 9,000 meters per 60 minutes, times 60 seconds. So there are 60 minutes in an hour, and there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. That's the same as 60 times 60 is 3,600 seconds. That's a good number to remember. Nice number to remember when you're dealing with hours, minutes, and seconds. How many seconds are there in 1 hour? 3,600 seconds. 60 minutes in an hour, 60 seconds in 1 minute. Multiply the two numbers together, and we get the total number of seconds. But we want the distance covered per 1 second, not for 3,600 seconds. So the last thing that we need to do is we need to divide both of these terms by 3,600. Because we want the distance covered per 1 second, not 3,600 seconds. 9,000 divided by 3,600. I'll put that. Right. That equals 2.5. And 3,600 divided by 3,600 is just 1. For 1 second. So how many meters is the person traveling every second? So for every 1 second that passes, the jogger is covering 2.5 meters. So therefore the person is traveling 2.5 meters every second.